How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. We react to Daredevil Season 2, Episode 1, Bang. I assume it's going to just be a thing of like, we start off with a bang. I can't think of anything more than that. My predictions for this season, I don't remember quite what my prediction was exactly at the end of Season 1, but I recently, at the end of Jessica Jones, given my predictions for what will happen in this season. I believe... I hope. I don't think this is gonna happen. I doubt it will, but I hope we get to see Fisk's trial, and I hope that it's Matt and Foggy that are a part of it. That would be really cool. I don't know if we're actually gonna get that or not. I think the primary plot is gonna be about Madame Gao. I guess. I don't know what else they could do, but they could very easily do plenty of other things. If you want to see the full length, you can go check it out on the Patreon. It's $8 a month. If you want to get the next one early, you can do that for $4 a month. Let's get into the episode. So I assume we're probably just going to start with another cold open of Matt beating up some people. Is this him hearing all this? Yeah, it is. Okay. This is the kind of shit I'm actually way more interested in him getting involved with. More than like a supervillain type. I really want to see Matt helping innocent, random people. Get on the ground. Nice. Let the police handle the rest. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, this is such an awesome way to do it, too. Like, not showing us him. But yeah, like... I love this version. Matt's gone through a lot of character development.
Call 911.
Now, what's he gonna do in a hostage situation? Were those sticks or were those throwing knives? It actually looks, the suit looks really cool in the darkness. Costume really looks so much better in the dark. When you get like the close-up shot of it, man, it doesn't look good. Okay, we're getting the same intro too. But yeah, that was such a great way to show the difference in Matt in Season 1 and Season 2. And the way that he handles his hero work. Oh, I've missed this intro. I really like, Jessica Jones probably has a better one, but I do love this intro as well.
You ever wake up in the morning?
Oh, and these two being friends again, I'm gonna be so happy to see.
Every molecule in your body hurts?
No, never.
Oh, I'm in agony, dude.
What, do you go back to the gym?
Hell no. Do I look capable of making healthy life choices? I went out, Matthew. Went out dancing.
Tell me it was the barista.
Foggy, looking good. Her name is Bethany, and she is very limber.
You're my hero.
You know what my problem is?
Well, it ain't the moves.
You know I got the moves.
What's the problem?
No wingman. You never come out with me anymore.
Hey, I would love... Yeah, them two together.
Yeah, I can't deny that does sound epic.
Then come out with me, Matt. Come on, just one time, me and you.
What is it?
You're bleeding.
Huh. Where?
Base of the skull.
Did you get it?
No one's gonna notice if that's what you mean.
Thank you.
Yeah. But man, it's so nice seeing these two on good terms
Good
again.
thinking. You know, Karen's been asking questions. The cuts, the scrapes, the bruises.
What do you tell her?
You have a drinking problem.
It's horrible.
Well, it's more plausible than you put on a devil suit and beat the shit out of strangers.
It's not more plausible, but it's you just don't want her to know.
Zulie Almeida claimed her life was in danger. We had no legal recourse to offer.
I remember.
You recommended an excellent shelter for battered women.
And she what?
Yeah, she tried. That night, her husband found out she wanted to leave him, and he followed her to the bus stop with a gut full of beer and a butcher knife in his hand. If I take a night off, people get hurt.
I don't want to lose you.
The Russians are dead. The Chinese, they turned tail and ran, leaving the drug trade ripe for the taking. The Yakuza have gone silent.
Piss on them.
Piss on them all!
Piss on them.
Because this is our time.
This is really fascinating.
We'll paint the streets red with their blood, and when they're gone, we'll make your father proud and purge ourselves of the filthy traitors who betrayed their own kind and make Hell's Kitchen ours again.
Okay. What in the fuck? Who is this? This fucking guy. Just all of them are getting killed. Everyone. This is crazy. So this is a real villain. Is anybody gonna be left? Is anybody still alive? The guy behind the counter, maybe. Holy shit. Yeah, just this guy. Is this just another group, or is it one guy?
Adrenaline's high. His heart rate's out of control.
Willie is sitting next to Karen.
There's something in his coat.
Coat? Hot room? I don't
Yeah.
need fancy senses to know he's probably packing. Wait, Matt, don't make a thing. Half the people in here are carrying guns.
Yeah, but none of them have their finger tapping the trigger.
Okay. I don't think half the people in here are hiding a gun under a coat. That's suspicious.
I got business here. Nelson and Murdoch.
Is he looking to get defended?
Witness protection. You guys need to get the hell out of here before I end up in the only place hotter than this. Permanent.
We're a private law firm.
Yeah. A trustworthy one. Quite a reputation after you took out Wilson Fisk.
Okay, so they did do that. I said it probably was going to happen off camera.
We have a reputation for representing the good people of Hell's Kitchen, not for negotiating on behalf of career criminals.
What if a criminal wants to change his career? A second chance, that's all I want. I know I'm only coming here with my word. I got nobody to vouch for.
Everybody deserves second chances.
We're gonna recover your fee, but word is that Nelson and Murdoch put their faith in people, and I need a little of that right now.
Milo, we'll look into it.
You have somewhere you can stay?
Is he been poisoned? Oh, he was dying already.
Every time I think we've seen it all, Hell's Kitchen manages to sneak up, kick me right in the balls.
Then we got another old black guy, probably right away from retirement to die this season.
Over 100 degrees out here tonight, Sergeant. I've an Irish
They
mob
keep
split body
talking
on
with that.
a private meeting inside his own club.
Hey, tell them keep it down in there. Somebody's getting written up.
I have a guy I can talk to. Maybe come back with a few puzzle pieces.
Cool. Just be careful.
Okay.
You don't get to say that.
Who's the supplier, Turk?
You think I know?
Oh, Turk Barrett was his name.
That's
Okay.
so high above my big thing. I'm telling you the truth, man. That tin in my trunk couldn't kill a rabbit. Okay, listen. I did hear something from a guy in Rikers. It's got to do with Fisk.
Fisk is gone.
Yeah. But once you took care of him, what you think was gonna happen? Every gang worse shit's trying to grab up everything Fat Boy left behind. I even heard the cartels getting into it. They're bringing up some heavy munitions from Juarez. Military grade.
Okay.
Warehouse, meatpacking district, 13th Street and something. I swear
Just say
I'm
that from
warned.
the start. Throwing him in the ocean, right?
Maybe just let a brother go, huh? Out on parole, man. I
Okay.
can't go back to jail, please.
You're lucky he ain't calling the cops on you right now.
Be like that. Because we both know I'll be back out by the end of the month.
I'll see you then.
Yeah, he's like, fine, you're gonna fucking do it again? I'll beat your ass again. But Rhett does not learn at all. I was feeling bad for him a bit in season 1, but Jesus Christ, what a fucking idiot. No sympathy anymore.
What's this big shot's name? Smitty. Don't move.
Oh, fuck, does he know someone like this? Okay. So, right, this is the warehouse where he's going to. It seems like the cartel, but are they the actual ones who are behind this, or are they just suspected? We already know they had military-grade stuff, but it seems like more than that. Oh, that's, yeah. What in the... This does look like cartel. Oh. How are you gonna get him off of this? Oh my god.
Just wanted to help people, I swear. Smitty would understand.
Smitty's dead, asshole.
What? You have to believe me. I didn't know that.
Well, I believe there's a lot you don't know.
Well, okay, help the guy named Pope.
You help Pope?
Whew. Fuck got himself out of the situation too, which is crazy. I thought Smitty was gonna come out on something, but no.
I have to believe that right now, maybe you and I are on the same side.
You got guts, Harvard. I gave you that.
Columbia. Actually, but it's not courage. It's more like sheer adrenaline.
This scene is amazing.
They were hit by a goddamn army. The whole crew was cut to pieces. Left there like roadkill.
Any idea who did it?
Nah. New crew. Doesn't matter. Whoever they are, we're gonna find them. And when we do, you want to be very far away from the action.
No, they.
It's just a one. Okay.
It's one man.
Okay, are we seeing him? This walk is already... Okay, so he is just like... Seems like a military guy.
They're right there.
He's coming after him. Oh my god. Jesus. This fucking guy. We haven't even seen his face yet. How is he not gonna hold? And he's just like Terminator walking at him.
This is even your car. Belonged to a friend. Where's he? He's dead.
Oh, this is Ben's car. I guess she never had a car before. How did it take him this long? How's it taking this goddamn long? He was right behind him. Oh shit, he's like taking in. That's why he was taking his time. Holy shit. What's gonna stop him? Okay. He's here. Woo! Are we really gonna do this here now? Is he gonna get away, or are we just doing this? Is this a one episode thing? You shouldn't even see the guy's face. Woo! Love the jump kicks, especially with the wetness of the coming off the kick. Oh, okay, yeah, he's gonna get away. I mean, see his face. Come on, show me that face. I want to see the face. Oh. Okay, we're continuing the fight then. Oh, this is so much cooler than normal in darkness fights. I think it's normally indoors, whereas this has some really nice ambient lighting. It's more like silhouette-y rather than just everything's dark. Okay.
Bang.
Whoa! Okay. Also, was that... I think I recognize that actor. But I gotta go back and check if that actor's who I think it is. Whoo! That was a really good episode. Oh, man. Okay, that episode was honestly so much better than I think any of the episodes from season 1. I loved it. I love Matt, his character right now. It's perfect. I am interested to see if he's going to have any character development this season, because I'm not sure what character development he needs. Yeah. Alright. I'll see you guys for the discussion. Whew, that was a good one. Okay, what a fucking start to the next season. This absolutely got me hyped for the entire season. This is a way better first episode than the first episode of season 1, for sure, I believe. I don't know if it's as good as Jessica Jones' first episode. Both of them got me equally excited for the shows, but just in different ways. But yeah, this was jam-packed with lots of action and like really a lot of like character stuff that felt like it was calling back to season 1, okay. But in a like oh, we're, you know, this is better now, like that everybody's on the same page. It's a lot more happy. This episode was way more you know, there was some downer moments, but overall it was a lot more of a like celebration, it felt like, okay, of like everything that makes Daredevil as a show. Did you really? How did you feel about the first episode?
It definitely had a more like, you know, season 1 was putting everything together, breaking down all the secrets. So season 2 felt more like, you know, this is Matt and Foggy like actually doing the thing. This is the status quo of Daredevil.
And I thought it was going to be a lot more of a big thing of like, I mean, we are doing the, you know, Fisk is gone, so there's a vacuum that is now being taken over by other people. But like, yeah, I thought there was going to be a way more like, Matt, you caused this. This is your fault. But it was way more of a like a Fisk's gone. Nah, it created a vacuum. Oh, okay. I guess so. It was like way more like a, yeah, this is a problem, but it's not like it's a bigger problem than Fisk. Right? It is like, I actually am glad that, at least right now, it is, you know, Fisk is gone, and it's been pretty good, and there's been criminals, there's been a lot more, probably, small violence, but, overall, it does seem like it's been better. Yeah, which was the thing, you know, we had to say, like, we'll have to see if this has actually helped anything or not. And it does seem like it has.
Yeah.
Because like, the police can handle the smaller stuff.
Plus, like, again, like, Fisk was the kingpin. Like, because he was there, like, Gao was freer to do her thing, the Mafia, or the Yakuza were freer to do their thing. Yeah. It's like, now that he's gone, all the other big organizations we knew of have also, like, backed off.
Well, to be fair, Gao probably, like, yeah, that's a good point. Gao probably would have the strength to stay here, though. I don't think she would be able to be challenged, but as she said, she was like, the drug trade is such a small part of, like, what I do that it's, I'm not doing it anymore. Right. Like, fuck, it's not worth it. It causes too much violence, so, like, fuck, it's not worth it. It seemed to be what she was saying at the end of season 1. So, I wouldn't say, like, she has, I think she just left the drug trade entirely. Okay. Is what I'm saying. But yeah, that is a lot of the reasoning for that is because everything was going down with Fisk and everything. She wouldn't have just done that out of her own volition. It was like, things are getting too hot here, I don't want to fucking deal with this, I'm out completely, doing whatever else she does now. But, yeah, I don't know where I was going. The bar scene specifically, I felt was, well, the scene at the beginning with Matt and Foggy talking back and forth, everything to do with the bar with all three of them, just with them hanging out felt so good. We got to have that in episode 1 without any like big thing happening till towards the very end.
Right.
Like, I'm glad that wasn't looming over. It wasn't. I was kind of expecting it to be more of a downer first episode and be more of a like, oh, this is what you've caused, man. But yeah, especially because in season 1, episode 7, that was Murdoch versus Nelson, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the other way around. But either way, yeah, like when we see in the flashback there, it hurts to watch because it's all with this pretense of Matt pretending to be blind and hiding everything from him. And in this episode, we finally get to see them hanging out and being friends, like the time when he was drunk and had his inhibitions put down and his guard put down, and he was able to like be his true self with Foggy. And he almost even let it slip back then. But yes, I'm glad we're getting we can get that not with him drunk, with just naturally everything's out in the open, and yeah. And there's still some stuff between them, but they're on, you know, it's a friendly, like, you know, arguments between them instead of like heated actual arguments between them. I don't really care at all about Matt and Karen in any way. Karen's character by herself, I'm somewhat interested in, more than I was in season 1. But how do you feel about her as her own character and her as with Matt as a potential thing?
I think she's neat on her own. Like, I like her being the sort of the counter to Foggy as a normal person getting involved in all this. Like, Foggy's more of the normal lawyer, whereas Karen's more of the normal, I guess, everything else.
Secretary, pretty much.
Yeah. But as for her and Matt's, don't really care for it. Like, I think it's an interesting, you know, 3-person dynamic of clearly they're both into her on some level.
Yeah.
But I also don't think she's going to go anywhere with either of them.
I hope not, honestly. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't think they're going to go down the Claire and Matt route after all. I thought that might be the thing in season 1, but no, it doesn't seem like they're going to do that at all, actually.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure. It could still be there.
It could, but I don't know. I still think ultimately it probably will be Matt and Karen, but I don't think they're going to get together. Not because I wouldn't even want them to, but I don't, you know, characters never get together in television.
But also, like, I don't think Karen and Matt really, like, once he fully lets down his guard in front of her, I don't think they'll have, like, that strong pairing, you know, like, bouncing off each other dynamic.
Not
like,
at all.
Karen doesn't have anything that, like, I mean, Matt and Foggy legitimately, I mean, obviously they're not getting together, but they have way more of a dynamic I would want from someone with Matt.
Yeah.
Like, someone who balances out the way he is.
I mean, the fact that they have Matt and Karen flirting all the time makes me think that they would do that. Like, you know, that they think people are interested in that.
Okay.
So that's how, like, are you interested in that? Or do people like that? Do you like the scenes where they're flirting? Is that entertaining for you?
I think it's entertaining on some level, but I don't want to seriously consider it. I do see those scenes as more of a Foggy's going to be upset when he sees this thing.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah. I guess I'm just seeing it maybe wrong. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not interested in them two at all. I said that I wasn't sure where they could take Matt this season if they wanted to give him more character development, because where he is right now seemed perfect to me. Like, you know, with him basically just ensuring that the system can do its job thing, which the system is plenty flawed in and of itself, but all that aside, he is, you know, being less of the jury himself and just sort of letting the cops, you know, beating up the criminals right then calling 911 or having the cops be right there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And he seems to be more, like, he was listening to stuff, but waited for something to, like, happen before he did anything.
Right.
Like, he's not going after people preemptively.
Yeah.
And the only person he did kind of with Turk, he went to Turk and, like, sort of got some information out of him. Like, we've seen Jessica do that, but she never, like, injures them at all, whereas Matt does. But I had some sympathy for Turk in season 1. I was like, come on, man, give the guy a little bit of break. fuck him. This is like every time he tries to go get information, he knows it's gonna happen, and he still hides the information from him.
Yeah.
And then gets his ass beat. It's like, yeah, fuck him. Put him back in the system. He's gonna come right back out, beat his ass, put him right back in the fucking system again. Like, if he just doesn't learn, everybody deserves a second chance, but everybody's gonna get their ass beat if they don't take that chance.
Right. It's
So, where was I going with all this?
Matt's developments?
Yeah, but just that he's you know, keeping the client safe as well. It's like a really cool aspect of that. Like, he's almost like a bodyguard for, like, they take on clients as a lawyer, and then he also ensures their safety for whatever's happening.
Right.
Which is not even what he's doing for Grotto. Like, just because, you know, he's trying to do that more actively, so he's not, like, just near Grotto waiting to see if something happens. Whereas, normally, if this wasn't such a big thing, in this instance, I imagine he probably would be sticking around the hospital somewhere. I mean, he doesn't need to be that close.
Right.
He can seemingly hear pretty much all of Hell's Kitchen, it seems like. Maybe half of Hell's Kitchen or something. But, like, yeah, so, you know, just hears for things. He would hear, like, the first gunshot and probably run in there. And, I mean, he was there to help anyway. I guess he was there at the end, but it took him a while to get there because of everything that was going on with the warehouse. But, yeah, so his character development, I think, this season will be learning to be less cocky.
Okay.
Like, he is very, you know, has this sense of, I need to do this. If I take one night off, then people are gonna die and blah 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 blah. But he, at the same time, like, he rushes into everything without really like a plan. Where as we now have a villain who fights with high tech military grade weaponry. So, like, at the end of this episode, he catches the fucking bullet. Like, you know, he moves his hand to where the gun is pointed.
Right.
And then, like, as his hand is there, he shoots. So it's not like, you know, he pulled the trigger and then went, whatcha, or whatever. I do like that, you know, you can actually see him go, and then the gun is fired. And it's still going to probably be a gunshot through the hand.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see the gun throughout, so it might just be in his hand. Like, this suit actually said it might stop like light ammunition, and this was a pistol.
Yeah.
It was a 9mm pistol. It seemed like, I don't know if this suit's gonna stop it, but if anything on the suit would stop it, maybe the hands have more armor than anything for punches and stuff.
Right.
So
it's possible.
It's possible. But if this was one of the high tech military grade weapons and not just the pistol on its side as his backup weapon, that hand would be gone. Like, he really needs to. Like, Stick had the sniper and everything, which, like, he doesn't, just don't put the arrowhead on it, just fire a stick at him. I would love to see it just be Hawkeye, but not arrows, just sticks. But no, like, at the beginning of the episode, he's, we don't even see him because he just sort of, like, drags them into the darkness and beats the crap out of them and then pushes them back out. Or just does all this stuff, like, he's waiting in ambush for them rather than going to attack them. Which I think he needs to do more of. When his emotions get the better of him, like, the more low-level criminal stuff, he's just like, yeah, I'll wait in the shadows here for them to come by, then I'll grab them. But when it's something like this, time is of the essence, and he tries to just rush in there.
Right.
But that's not the best option either. Like, and that might mean, like, you know, working with Foggy more to get, you know, I don't know, not like Foggy helping fight or anything like that.
Sure.
But just like, you know, you go do this while I'm you get the information, like trusting Foggy, like this Sons of Dogs of Hell.
Yeah.
Really show that Foggy can hold it. I mean, we see, like, he beat that guy with the fucking. Foggy's got balls and he's willing to do this stuff, and Matt doesn't want him to get hurt. But just being involved with this stuff in general is going to get him hurt. He's already got blown up with the fucking building thing. That just he's living in New York City, man. This place gets attacked. Metro General gets attacked every fucking week. You're not even safe in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, like, at this point, you gotta be like, all right, Foggy, you get this information. Which he is letting him do. He was like just be safe or whatever. I don't think he knew Foggy was going to the Sons of Hell, or to Dogs of Hell, right?
I don't believe so.
I think he was just like, oh, yeah, I'm meeting up with an old friend. He's like, all right, be safe. But, Yeah, so he doesn't really know exactly what he was doing. But I think Matt does need to get to the point where Foggy would be able to say, I'm going to go talk to my friend in the Dogs of Hell, and Matt be like, okay, be careful. Whereas I think Matt would normally be like, no, I have to do that too.
Right.
Yeah. So I just think that's what his character development is going to be this season. Leaning more on people and not rushing into everything.
Right.
Like, trying to, like, hold back and think about what the best approach is to not get himself shot or killed or, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And to do, maybe just more guerrilla warfare in general. Like, run in for a couple punches and then back off, back into the shadows. Because with his senses, that is best for him. We've seen that do him in season 1 with, like, the parking garage and stuff. But it is when the fights that are more emotional, I think he doesn't do that as much.
He's got that Murdoch blood.
Yeah. So I think he needs to learn to calm down more in the heat of battle.
I agree with that. I'd also say as a lawyer, the thing that really stood out for me this episode was the fact that they're taking on so many good clients, so many people who can't pay but they have a really good case. They've been wronged.
Yeah. Contrasted
with Murdoch, being so against taking the one bad guy, like a criminal, representing a criminal.
Yeah.
So I think that might also be part of where we're going this season.
Yeah, that's true, because, like, even if he is a criminal, like, Foggy could see that he was, he needed help and everything. I do like, though, that, speaking of that, even though Matt was a little bit, like, he didn't want to do it, in Season 1, we had the, Foggy at one point thinking like, oh yeah, we're just going to take this case, and Matt being like, no, we didn't discuss this at all, we're not taking this case. And then at the same time we had later on, it might have even been the same case with the bowling alley guy.
Oh yeah,
where Matt
they did the flip-flop.
Yeah, where Matt was like, we're taking this case, and Foggy was like, we're not taking this case. Whereas now we're getting both of them being like, I think we should take this case, I don't think we should take this case, let's talk together, okay, we'll take the case.
Yeah.
Like, they decided together. Matt was a little bit against it, but they did decide together to take it, which is so great seeing them all work together again. Oh yeah, so we did get confirmation. I was right. They the Fisk trial and everything happened off screen.
Yeah.
Happened in between seasons. They did do it, which is why they're so, like, famous now. Which, I mean, that's going to give them a hell of a reputation. They might, like, turn it, like, they might be like the people's lawyer, essentially. Like, Hogarth is the best lawyer in New York City, but that doesn't mean that everybody's going to her,
right?
I mean, especially because he's most expensive. But,
yeah. Whereas, like, you can get represented by Nelson Murdoch without having money.
Yeah.
Like, they will just take stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they are getting paid, but they're not getting, like, paid a lot. They're taking it super cheap.
Right.
Like, it's not like they're making no money.
Yeah. I mean, they're in a pretty tough position right now.
Yeah. And I don't know what do you think they could reconcile that with? Just, representing more criminals that that want a second chance?
Yeah, because, I mean, tiny dip into another series we're doing on the channel, Better Call Saul. We know that criminals have money.
Yeah.
Like, Turk's getting out, like, every single time he goes into prison. Clearly he's paying for that somehow. I'm not saying that they should, go that far. They should be representing Turk.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess if they, like...
But, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think part of, why Matt is so against representing criminals is that, he is very Catholic. He has a very clear, like, look at what is right and what is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas in New York, I think that is pretty bent. Like, you can have gone to prison and still not be a bad person. You could have committed a crime and still not be a bad person.
Exactly. And it would be very interesting, just the dynamic of your lawyer is going to beat your ass if you do crime again.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't know it's the same person, but I do love the just, like, beating their ass, handing over to the police, and then representing them. And then if they, like getting them off, and then them doing crime again, and just beating their ass again, representing me, getting more money. It's an infinite money machine.
I mean, that's really holding someone's hand every step of the way through the
Exactly.
justice system, including beating the person who beats their ass and, gets them arrested.
But, like, that would be, Matt trying to rehabilitate them himself. Like, which is really interesting. Like, yeah, a lot of them might lose faith in the system and everything for a very good reason and everything. So he can be their lawyer and get them off and have them have this like, oh, maybe I'll have a second chance. I mean, like Grotto is a very good example of that.
Yeah,
here.
honestly.
So, yeah, I think that might be where we're going this season. Learning to rehabilitate people. Just everything to do with both Foggy and Matt in a scene getting information or revealing information. Like we get it first in the bar scene with the guy in the coat, and like Matt like just like, oh yeah, his heartbeat is like crazy. He's got a gun in his pocket, and Foggy's like, yeah, I can definitely see he's got a fucking gun in his pocket, and he's wearing a giant coat and a Todd out. Like, I don't need fucking powers. Like, I like that they both sort of like were flexing there, like, hey, don't try and show off, buddy. I know what the hell's going on here, okay. But and then with the police scene where, you know, Matt is listening to stuff far away while Foggy is distracting Mahoney to like keep just wrapping Mahoney into his pace to like keep the conversation going, keep them there without them telling them to leave, so Matt can do his thing, right? And getting information directly from Mahoney, like while Matt is getting the farther information.
That was such a cool scene.
Yeah, it is really cool. Like imagining on video game terms, like Foggy has this little radius while Matt is like over in this radius far away listening. It's so interesting. And especially because, yeah, Foggy is just, like, Matt is charismatic, but Foggy is way more of a people person. As we see, they were just walking down New York City, and someone's like, hey, Foggy! It's like, who the fuck is that? But that's just, Foggy is just that much of a people person.
Yeah.
He can talk his way into and out of any situation, I think. Almost any situation, maybe.
I mean, I was so tense during the dogs of hell.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But even then, he got it, and he is a good moral barometer too. He did the same thing with Marcy, where he's like, you know, I can tell you're a good person, which is perfect for maybe what we're doing this season. I should really be talking towards the mic.
Yeah.
But where he, you know, he has done multiple times throughout season 1, and now here, where he's like, you're not a bad guy. We're clearly, you know, we have a similar goal. Whatever, you understand what I'm saying. And just the fact that he was, I'm so interested to hear more about Smitty, see a flashback with Smitty at some point, because like I cannot imagine what that guy must have been like, you know, to be friends with Foggy and then whatever path they took, because apparently, like, it's not like they haven't seen each other since way back then. It sounds like they saw each other once or twice. You know, even when he was in the gang.
Right.
What else do I have written down? Just the use of, like, the hot weather throughout the, you know, for them doing the coat thing, or the, when else did they bring up the hot weather thing? It was during the police scene, but I can't remember what it was about.
Remember?
Oh, I can't.
I remember it mostly just from the bar because Stacy was out.
Yeah, but they brought it up in the during the police investigation. I can't. Oh, the bulletproof vests. Why were the Italian mobs wearing the bulletproof vests? Because one of them had sold them out.
Yeah, because it was just one guy, right?
Oh, maybe it was just the one guy.
Just the one guy.
Oh, okay. So I guess it was him who like alerted and thought like his vest would protect him, but then Gun Guy was just like, nah, I'm killing everybody.
We haven't talked about Gun Guy yet.
Yeah, we'll get into Gun Guy.
Okay.
We'll get there. First, I'll still talking about the police investigation scene. We have now gotten a new black police officer, or just black authority. I guess Ben was not an authority type, but just a new old black guy that's really close to retirement. That is, I assume, close to retirement because he's old and is definitely going to die this season. There's no way in hell that guy is not dying this season. He's getting a brutal death. I'm calling it now.
Oh no!
But I do fucking love him. The line of like, Jesus, this ammo is thicker than my dick, or whatever he said, something like that. Oh, really interesting, really interesting guy. Definitely gonna die. Yeah. Oh yeah. And speaking of which, that scene I said just last episode. Oh, I don't think another series is gonna be gorier than Jessica Jones, and here we are. I don't know if I would call this gorier than Jessica Jones, but it's definitely... Jessica Jones didn't have a lot of gore, but it did have a lot of blood. It had some gore.
Yeah.
But I'd say primarily just had a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So this might be gorier. Because there was quite a bit of gore in this episode.
True.
Like, it's showing the inside of the bodies.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay, so, I think that's pretty much everything. Let's talk about Gun Guy. Yeah, I was like... I wanted to be sure, but that is Shane from The Walking Dead. Oh, I can't remember his name. John Berthenhall or something like that. Burtonhall, something like that. But yeah, I absolutely loved his actor in Walking Dead. Shane, as a character, not like one of the greatest, but I loved his actor so much. I think he made the brought the character to life so much more than anybody else could have possibly done. It really turned a alright kind of character into extremely memorable just because of his performance. So I am extremely excited to see him here, especially because I think he is great at feeling like this like a Terminator kind of, like, just like big, shoulders up, sort of like that walk. Okay. As soon as I saw his legs, I was like, I am so excited for this guy. And as soon as I found out it was that actor, I'm like, that makes sense. That walk is like totally him. He's got the Jack Monkey walk from Lost, except it looks cool. he does have that, like, just badass walking, just that alone made me so hyped for him. So, they say that he's a one-man army. But, he does have, he has a connection with the cartel. Because Turk said that the cartel was bringing up high-grade military weaponry to the warehouse that he went to that had all the people hanging up, which I have to assume was not just an unrelated cartel thing, and was this guy. So, it seems like the cartel already did a delivery, the things were there. I don't know if it was a delivery, though, or if he works with the cartel.
Right. I mean, I can see three options. One being that he, he had the cartel bring the weaponry up from wherever. Number two, he was working with the cartel. And three, the cartel was bringing up the weaponry. Somehow he found out about it. And the guys hanging were cartel members.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense because of the TV playing some Spanish program or whatever. That is probably actually what it is. He just took it and, okay, I gotcha.
But personally, I'm between he killed the cartel members and took the stuff, and he is working with the cartel. Like, both are possible.
I think you nailed it with he killed the cartel and took their weapons and is... So, okay, because I was thinking, he's not doing this for, a vigilante's sake. He wants in on the drug trade or something like that. But maybe not then. If he killed the guy with the bulletproof vest... if he killed all the cartel and just took his weapons and is doing it on his own, maybe he is just doing it as a vigilante sort of sake, and it's going to be a parallel to Matt. Because maybe he's the Punisher? I don't know anything about the Punisher other than he uses guns. So maybe, it was weird to me. I was shocked when Luke Cage showed up in Jessica Jones, but that's only because I knew of Jessica Jones already, right? So, because I knew of the Luke Cage already, the show Luke Cage. So when I saw him in there, I was like, he's appearing here, and then he gets his own show? But I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense. His show is a spinoff. So the Punisher could just be a spinoff of Daredevil then. And the Defender, as I said in the Jessica Jones finale thing, I assumed the Defenders was a thing where they all come together, which could just be a Punisher didn't get his own show until after they all, had a team up. Because I always assumed that the Defenders was Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Punisher. But, so, I mean, it could just be he appears in Daredevil and then is also in Defenders as a person.
Okay.
And then gets his own show after that, which could be a prequel, could be a, just taking place after all that. I don't know. Well, I guess it couldn't because I know the chronological order, so, yeah. I know it wouldn't be a prequel. But yeah, so maybe it's the Punisher, maybe not. I have no idea. I don't know what the Punisher looks like, even in design. I mean, I know the Punisher wears a coat and he's got guns. I know his logo, right? But like, I feel like if this guy is the Punisher, I don't know if they're gonna be like, you know, I don't know anything about the Punisher, so I don't know if it would be like a bam, here's a logo on a shirt next episode, like you know it's the Punisher. Everybody fucking knows the Punisher logo, or if it's gonna be a thing of like, you know, he gets that much later, like he's not the Punisher right now, he becomes the Punisher later. This feels like a Punisher kind of thing though, like he's punishing them, putting them up on hooks and all that. That's really the only like. It feels out of left field to say, like, he uses guns. Is he the Punisher? But, I think it is I don't know what I'm trying to say. The punishing feel of him.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think that works. To be fair, my only other guess, apart from Punisher, was Will Simpson from Jessica Jones.
What? I mean, his hair, did you think he shaved his head?
This is before we saw the face. Before that point, I was like, well, there's someone in New York who's got guns. He's a one-man army. Maybe, you know, the guys that brought him in were like, okay, we're going to give you some more pills. You got to just kill people in New York now. Which is what you were doing already, but...
Oh, boy.
Bad theory. Not sticking with it anymore. I don't think this is now well with his head shaved.
And a different face and a different actor.
You know, plastic surgery.
That's what the pills do to you.
But no,
that's why you wanted her to take a blue pill. Turns into him.
Oh no! But yeah, I won't say anything else as far as other guesses go. But I think Punisher makes sense.
Okay. And yeah, you haven't like seen any of the other shows or anything, so you have no idea who Punisher's actor is. I mean, I assume, right? You have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, there've been Punisher movies. I've seen those. Like those have different actors.
Yeah.
So, no idea.
Not the MCU.
Yeah.
But okay. That's it, I guess. I don't think I have anything else. Just a general fantastic episode. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope. I just agree. Good start to the season.
Yeah. Really good start to the season. The whole cold open was just, perfect. That was just quintessential Daredevil stuff. Alright. I will see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.